MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Garrett Crochet.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Here's Mike Tauchman. In the air, out towards left center. Duran makes the grab. One pitch and one out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Out to short. Whips it to Casas. And they take care of Robert for the out.
Batting third, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Two down, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Let's go, Garrett!
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Two outs, base is empty.
Strike! This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that skips in the dirt. Next pitch misses way outside. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Fenway and towing the slab, Martin Perez.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's Alex Bregman. And that drops in for a strike.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And now the lefty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The changeup missing, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a pop-up. Rojas hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting forward.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
2 on, 1 out. And a count 1-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. And just misses with that one.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One, 2 now. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Full count.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. Bregman up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job getting out of the jam.
Back now at Fenway. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Crochet back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Backed
Ball.
off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Josh Rojas stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Rafaela pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Sosa to the plate. Ripped on the ground to second. Bregman to first.
Out.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and now Masataka Yoshida, one of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Singy, is this more common today, guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit. That's hard hit on the line. Robert pulls it down, 1 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to.
Runner on the go. On the ground to third. In time to Vaughn. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Cedar Rafaela digs in now. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. 2-2 on the way. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good job to fight that one off. Out to short. Whips it to first.
He's out.
Inning over. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Back inside Fenway Park. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. Vargas, 25 years old, and he was born in Cuba. In for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one moves his feet.
Two. 1-2.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Shortstop, Brooks Baldwin.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. That one not close. 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Corey Lee. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1.
The 0-1. To the right side, Casas. He steps on the bag, and the White Sox go quietly. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Boston, now batting Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Short hop liner, handled it short. Slings it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, second baseman, Alex Bregman.
And now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside low, 2-2. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Up the middle. To first.
That's an
awesome play there.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Devers now. He popped out his first time. And Devers hits that one. And foul ball. And that one fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2. 2 outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Red Sox go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Back in Boston, start of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
For the White Sox, right fielder Mike Tauchman.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. And that one sliced foul. The White Sox hitless so far in the game.
Let's go, Red Sox.
Started after it, appeal to first, and he held up. The delivery to Robert. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fly ball down the line. Abreu hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Caught looking his first time up. In the air, center field. Rafaela moving under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Ready to go, bottom four. Now batting Tristan Casas.
First baseman, Tristan.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
Here's Story now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The shortstop takes the ball. Popped up. Rojas makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Next to hit, Masataka Yoshida. A single his first time. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Robert snags it, and the inning is over. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back here at Fenway, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. Crochet back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Just misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Here's Josh Rojas. High fly ball out towards left center. Duran snags it for the second out.
Now batting.
Lenny Sosa now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Bregman is under it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Still no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
inside. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time up. There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay, and he's out.
He's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. He probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Cedar Rafaela will hit next. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Ball, no.
2 down,
1-1.
nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That's out to center field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas.
Designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Bregman is under it.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Baldwin.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's a little high. And that's off the outside edge. 2-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. To third, Devers sends it across the first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher Corey Lee.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Corey Lee grounded out his first time up. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
1 ball.
All tied
no
up,
strike.
and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next
Ball
pitch
2.
is outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. And that is that. So he's perfect through 6. No score. Back here in Boston, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. Duran, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Rips one to right, and that's just foul.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to first.
He's out.
And a quick out, number 1.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Inside corner for a strike.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's Rafael Devers. 0 for 2 in this one. On the corner for a strike. That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Just off the outside edge.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
2 outs. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Martin Perez gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
They turn
Chicago,
things over to the southpaw,
number
Cam
71.
Boozer.
Cam Boozer.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trevor Story. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The throw is late, and they can't get the out.
Up next, for the baseline, designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Outside low, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Devers on third. Casas on second. Story on at first with two down. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And fouled off. The 2-1. There's a strike. Bases loaded, two down. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. All muscle to center field. And they slide in front in the sixth. It's 4-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Boston picks up 4 on the grand slam. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
On the ground, Bregman handles, throws the first. Tauchman is gone. So here's Robert now. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up.
On the ground to the left. Tosses across the first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Andrew Benintendi. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Went with the
1-2.
sweeper, but it misses. And that's outside. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Crochet gets the strikeout. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the 7th, and here's the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. And that clips the inside corner. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Ceddanne Rafaela, the next to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. And there's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball.
Wong,
1
the base
strike.
runner at first with 1 out. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And it's caught for the out. Dives for the bag, got him. Double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Red Sox 4 and the White Sox nothing. Ready to begin the 8th, Andrew Vaughn now.
Not a single base runner through the first 7 innings for these guys. They've had no answer.
Crochet back to work. Misses outside. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Greg Weiser up and loosening in the pen. Bernardino also throwing. On the ground to third. Devers throws on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Still rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
So up next, Josh Rojas. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
So close, but there goes the no-no with 2 outs in the 8th. And I'm sure he's going to want that last pitch back and think about what might have been. But you know what? He's really been amazing in this one. Total control from the first batter on.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Crochet will depart. Just one hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Greg Weisser into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Two outs, runner at first. And now the DH, Miguel Vargas. Foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out, and that is the inning. So a strong showing there from the Boston bullpen. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Red Sox 4 and the White Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll
40.
into the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Gilbert. So stepping in for Boston, Alex
For the
Bregman.
Red Sox, second baseman, Alex Bregman.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Lee gathers, throws to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And here is Devers. That's in there. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jordan Leisure preparing to come on if needed. Oh, 1 down. Called strike right there.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That one missed. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses. Ball 3. Hit in the air left field. Benintendi ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
The first baseman, Tristan Casas.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Trevor Story now.
Story.
This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Ball 1 there.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
So digging in, Masataka Yoshida. He's already homered in this game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch
1-1.
misses, and it's 1-1. That one missing inside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And the lead is up to 5. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 3 in this one. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Story on his way home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Gilbert out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Jordan
Chicago.
Leisure gets the call from the
Number
pen.
49.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Foul ball there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. All Red Sox in this one. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the White Sox nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
No.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him swinging.
Now batting,
Here's the catcher to hit, Corey Lee, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. The Red Sox up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Casas.
He's out.
White Sox down to their final out. So 2 down now, and here is Mike Tauchman. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one at 95, missed up top.
1 ball,
1-0.
no strike.
That clips the corner. Two outs. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox take this one in a blowout.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.